Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, April 12th, 2024. It's your daily crypto news. And because it's Friday, that means it is Asia focus. And so we're going to look at some news coming out of Asia. We got some big news today. If you guys noticed the thumbnail, a lot of things happening in Hong Kong. Also, it's our weekly roundup release on our Substack. So if you are a subscriber of Substack and you are a paid subscriber, you will see our weekly roundup. Sarah and I talk our favorite news of the week. And if you are not a paid subscriber, you'll get it free in a couple days. So make sure you're subscribed to our Substack. Also, if you're on Apple Podcasts, like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment. And I have noticed that we have been adding ads to the podcast. You're probably wondering, why did you just notice? Well, because it's an automated service that adds ads the beginning or at the end of the podcast. And so if you want the ad-free podcast, we also offer that for paid subscribers to our Substack. It's only $5 a month. I know listening on Substack is not like listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I know it's not your normal podcast player. It's the best we can do to try to monetize, but also give everybody an option to not hear ads. I hate ads myself. And so, for example, YouTube Pro or whatever it's called, I pay for ad-free. I can't stand it. If there's an upgrade service on anything, if it's Hulu or whatever, I always upgrade. I don't want to watch ads, and so I pay for it. Substack might not be the best option to listen to the podcast, but it's what we came up with, and I liked using Substack because it gave us more options to add more content, from video to audio to blogs, and also I could chat directly with you in their chat feature. I think it's just a great option, to be honest. So if you're not a subscriber, head over to Substack. It's only $5 a month. If you want the year, it's a discount. It's only $50 for the year. And now, without my sales pitch, it's like you get an ad, and then you're going to meet me talk about and ramble about my ads. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into Asia Focus.
Hey, this is Sarah. Welcome back to Asia Focus Dubai edition. I'm organizing an event with Shard Labs on 15th of April in conjunction with Token 2049. If you're coming to Dubai this week or next week, hit me up. But in the meantime, let's catch up with some crypto news in Asia. Security Times reported on Monday that financial giants like Harvest Fund and Southern Fund have submitted applications via their Hong Kong arms and are awaiting regulatory approval. This move reflects growing institutional interest despite China's previous hostility towards Bitcoin. Harvest Fund manages over $230 billion in total asset, while Southern Fund oversees over $280 billion. Obviously, an approval of Bitcoin ETF products from such influential institutions could significantly validate cryptocurrency as a whole industry in the eyes of both Chinese regulators and investors. Not that we don't have it now, but officially crypto is banned in China, remember? Again, despite its previous crackdown on cryptocurrency trading and mining, China is now witnessing a shift. While the mainland remains cautious, Hong Kong has been at the forefront of attracting the attention of Chinese funds. By leveraging Hong Kong subsidiaries, major funds can gain exposure to Bitcoin in a compliant manner. The location of Hong Kong, of course, provides a legal loophole for Chinese companies. Remember, we have been talking about this in our weekly roundup with Matt, and we are very, very interested in how Hong Kong is going to turn out in the crypto scene. They seem to be coming back, but can China really be back in the game? Compete with countries like Singapore or Korea, even Japan? Only time will tell. So we had an election in Korea on April 11th. This was the election that we choose 300 seats, 300 representatives in the National Assembly. Because this election can have quite tangible impact on legislative efforts in crypto, the real one. So it was getting quite a lot of attention inside and outside of Korea. If you have been following Asia Focus, we talked about also how negligent the ruling party, PPP, People's Power Party, I hate this name, has been, even though they promised to work on the crypto-related proper legislation. But in this election, political analysts said that it will be difficult for either party to get a majority, nor will this election be able to make significant progress in the crypto regulatory framework. According to the article that I brought, Seoul-based head of legal at Hashed Jin Kang When asked whether crypto could be a deciding factor in the coming election, I honestly think that this question was a little bit overkill. But anyways, he said, in the close presidential election of 2022, a key deciding demographic was the young population in their 20s and 30s. Both parties will be interested in capturing these younger votes. Perhaps what is unclear is whether the crypto-savvy voters will vote as one bloc. I mean, it will be a lie for me to say that crypto-related issues will be the deciding factor in any election, because it's just part of fraction of a country's economy. But also at the same time, there are so many factors and elements and policies that politicians have to go through and check out that it will be very hard for the crypto-related legislation or policies will be the deciding factor of any election. But it will be, of course, our obligation to check it out. Fast forward to the end of the election, eventually the ruling party didn't win the majority of the National Assembly for sure. Anyways, I guess it's safe to say that we have to wait another God knows for how long to get the crypto legislative framework ready in Korea. And in the midst of all this, of course, we are still having the Bitcoin price at around 100 million Korean won. A quick news from Singapore, crypto market maker and liquidity provider GSR. Probably you all know this company has been awarded a major payment institution license by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS. GSR now holds Singapore's digital payment token service license, which authorizes firms to buy and sell quote-unquote digital payment tokens, which is what the government calls crypto, and is also the license exchanges use. Typically, liquidity providers and market makers are not really licensed entities as they are not customer-facing entities. Recently, however, Singapore expanded the scope of its licensing regime to include custodial services and cross-border money transfers. That's all for today.
And moving into some other news. This is a very interesting story. So the FBI has taken interest in a Bitcoin core developer event that was held in October of 2022. During this time, someone stole more than 200 Bitcoin from a Bitcoin developer there. The developer was the co-founder of the Ocean Mining Pool, and this person publicly disclosed the theft. His name is Luke. At the time, the 200 Bitcoin was valued around $3.3 million. Yikes, that's a lot of money. However, the stolen Bitcoin is now worth $14 million, which is more money. Mike Schmidt, the co-founder of Bitcoin nonprofit Brink, made a post that the FBI is now subpoenaing everybody who has been to that event, and they want the personal information of all the attendees. At Mike in Space, or Mike Schmidt, tweeted this: "The guy who wants to tell you how to use Bitcoin couldn't even secure his own Bitcoin, and as a consequence, got everyone at the conference he attended doxxed by the FBI. Good job, Luke." I think that's very interesting. I mean, obviously, if you get your Bitcoin stolen, and I haven't found out how he got his Bitcoin stolen, it didn't say in the article, but if you got your Bitcoin stolen, you're going to make a report. And if the FBI or the police wants to follow through on it, they're going to have to question people. I don't know about doxing. It's not doxing. It's following the process. What do you think? Matt at dailycryptonews.net. There's a new mobile game. It's called Nova Frontier X, and it's counting down to liftoff of its NFT spaceships. They go on sale April 16th. So this game is a blend of third-person space combat and strategic base management. The game sees players jump into the cockpit of a space fighter to battle humans, rogue AI, and mysterious aliens in the hunt for the dark Nova crystals. So what you do is, like any other game, is you download the game, you create an account with the usual credentials, username, password, email address, but you don't need a wallet connection. However, if you want to connect your wallet to amplify the gaming experience, you can. They'll be launching a web app wallet soon. If you don't want to connect your wallet, that's fine too. So the Web3 component of this game is the NFT spaceships. There's going to be 9,999 Nova Frontier X spaceships that have their own weapons, defenses, health status, and so on and so forth. And you can buy those and fly them around and do your quests or do your thing, right? They're starting at around $200 a ship, which is, they say it's an early bird special of 50% off. Fine. I'm going to assume that you're going to be able to buy, sell, and trade these as well. But here's the catch. There's 100,000 users signed up to play the game and on the waiting list so far. I know that they're trying to create a supply and demand thing so the price of the ships go up, but if you're going to sign up for the game and you want to buy a ship, there shouldn't be a limit. Just buy the damn ship, have enough for everybody, have them create their own ships. Maybe that's something, but that's my beef. I'm not the target audience. I'm not going to play the game. However, this is something that I've always said is a good implementation of NFTs, is to buy and sell these gaming options. Ships, swords, health, shields, outfits. That's exactly what this should be used for. Hopefully it's easy to use, and hopefully their own wallet that they said that they're launching doesn't have any exploits and takes all your tokens. And finally, we're 7 days until the Bitcoin halving. We're on block 838,869. The halving occurs on block 840,000. And so all next week, we're going to be watching the countdown clock and looking at the price. Speaking of prices, let's get into them.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Time is 9:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have fear greed at 75. We're still greedy, not extremely greedy. Bitcoin sitting at $70,155, down 0.4% in 24, still up 4.7 in 7. Ethereum's at $3,478, down 1.8% in 24, still up 6.5 in 7. Tiller's number 3, Binance, is at 614, up 1.8%, and Solana's at 168, down 3.3%. Solana's going the wrong way, guys. BTFD, not financial advice. Right after the top 10, we have XRP, USDC, Dogecoin, Toncoin, and Cardano. The total market cap is down 1.4%. It's at 2.59. We have a Bitcoin dominance of 53.3 and an ETH dominance of 16.1, and that was our show today. We will see you on Monday, and if you want to reach out to us, please, Matt at dailycryptonews.net, Sarah at dailycryptonews.net, or you can DM us and have a chat on Substack. We'll see you on Monday. Until then, happy hodling, everyone.